Christos, the National Federation of Cypriots in the UK is the representative body and acknowledged voice of Cypriots in the United Kingdom. How does the Federation collaborate with the government of Cyprus to pursue its objectives?
The Federation is the representative body for the kind of 300,000 or so diaspora that lives in the UK. And we work very closely with the government of Cyprus, but also obviously the government here in the UK. In terms of the government of Cyprus, we do it in multiple ways. So the Federation is the UK member branch of WOMAC, the World Federation of Overseas Cypriots. And so every year we hold a big congress in Cyprus with our kind of sister diaspora organizations from around the world. It's a chance for us to get together as a diaspora, but also to engage with the president, ministers, and the entire infrastructure of the Cypriot government about some of the issues that we face as a diaspora, but also how we can help as a diaspora in terms of the issues that the government of Cyprus faces, not least the ongoing occupation of the island. We work really closely with the High Commission and the High Commissioner, Mr. Karaolis, the Consul General, Theodoros Kotsis, to support both the diaspora, but also Cypriot nationals that find themselves in the UK, be they students, be they people visiting, and no more important was that than during the recent COVID crisis.
As a third-generation Cypriot, you've been actively promoting and celebrating our Cypriot culture and heritage, and you continue to encourage networking amongst Cypriots worldwide. What ignited this passion for Cyprus, and what are the challenges in keeping second- and third-generation Cypriots close to their roots?
I've always been very fortunate in that my parents have kind of sent me to Greek school, have taught me about my roots and my culture. My grandparents spoke to me a lot about Cyprus and the land that they lost during the invasion. And so I've had it instilled in me from a very young age that my roots from Cyprus really do define and shape me as an individual. You know, you're right that there is an inherent challenge for the second and third generation who are born outside of Cyprus to maintain that link back to the island, because they don't have that proximity. The way I look at my identity is that it complements the fact that I was born in the UK, that I'm British. So the fact that I have roots elsewhere outside of Europe is something that makes me a better, more well-rounded individual.
As a federation, you've been supporting the Cypriot community through the pandemic by creating a comprehensive online support portal to help people access valuable resources covering a wide variety of topics.
We wanted to provide a helpline for the community, and especially for those people who might have struggled speaking English, to have Greek-speaking doctors who could help provide them with advice and guidance and how to navigate for the support they needed. The other things that we did during the COVID crisis was we worked with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Cyprus to provide food packages for 4,500 Cypriot students here in the UK. For the most vulnerable and most in need in the UK, in the diaspora here in the UK, we did two things. One, with the generous support of the Yannis Foundation, we sent over 600 food packages across the UK to those people who were most in need of help and support. And secondly, with Nebomac UK, we had over 60 volunteers up and down the UK doing shopping, picking up medicine, doing postal drop-offs, whatever it was, for those people who were vulnerable and couldn't get out and about during the crisis.
How important is it for Cyprus to reevaluate its brand strategy for 2021?
Historically, Cyprus was always known for tourism. You can see that the government of Cyprus has taken steps to try and evolve that with the deputy ministries that we're seeing established, whether it was shipping, whether it was innovation, etc. Yes. But COVID has really accelerated the need to rethink that brand strategy. So what the government of Cyprus needs to be thinking about is, what are the one or two things that it wants to be known for? Being really clear in their public messaging around that, but then more importantly, following through with the ecosystem that you need to make that a reality. And by that I mean putting in place the incentives, the infrastructure, making sure you've got the talent pool to support that priority. My first and foremost wish is for everyone to stay healthy, everyone to stay safe, and for us to get out of this pandemic and get back to some semblance of normality. My second wish would be that we finally see an end to the occupation and the reunification of the island of Cyprus so that all the people on the island can live and prosper together.